You better be ready because we are going to dive in. Mohamed Salah's journey is one of the most inspiring stories in football history. From the dusty streets of a small Egyptian village to lifting the Champions League trophy, his rise to superstardom wasn't just about talent. It was about resilience, determination, and an unbreakable will to succeed. But what if I told you that at one point, Salah's career almost faded into obscurity, that his dream of playing in Europe seemed nearly impossible, and that he had to overcome rejection, cultural barriers, and intense competition before he became the Egyptian king? We know today, Salah wasn't born into football royalty. He didn't have the luxury of big academies or top-tier coaching as a child. Instead, he had to travel 4 hours every single day just to train, battling exhaustion, doubt, and the pressure of making it. And even when he got his first break, the road was anything but smooth. So what turned this young boy from Nagrig, Egypt, into a footballing icon? How did he defy the odds to become one of the best players in the world? This is the story of Mohamed Salah, his struggles, his triumphs, and the moments that defined his legacy. Early life and beginnings. Before Mohamed Salah became a household name, before the world chanted his name in stadiums, he was just a kid with a dream in a small Egyptian village called Nagrig. Born on June 15th, 1992, Salah wasn't raised in a city filled with football academies and scouts. In fact, professional football seemed like a distant reality for most kids in his town. But from an early age, Salah was different. While other children played for fun, he played with an obsession to become great. His idols, Zinedine Zidane, Ronaldo Nazario, and Francesco Totti. But to reach their level, he had to make sacrifices, huge sacrifices. At just 14 years old, Salah joined El Mokawloon, a club in Cairo. But here's the crazy part. To attend training, Salah had to travel 4 hours every single day. He would leave home in the morning, take multiple buses, train hard, and then return home late at night, completely exhausted. He barely had time for school, homework, or even sleep. But quitting, that wasn't an option. His talent didn't go unnoticed. By 17, he was promoted to the senior team, and suddenly, Egypt had a new young prodigy. But the question remained, could this skinny, fast-footed teenager make it to Europe? European dream and first challenges. For most young Egyptian footballers, making it to Europe feels like a fantasy, a dream that rarely turns into reality. But Mohamed Salah? He wasn't just dreaming, he was chasing that dream with everything he had. In 2012, his big break finally came. Swiss club FC Basel saw his potential and signed him. At just 20 years old, Salah was leaving everything behind, his family, his culture, his comfort, to step into the unknown. And the transition, it wasn't easy. Imagine this, a young Egyptian player in a new country, with a new language, new football style and freezing temperatures he had never experienced before. The pressure was immense, but Salah, he adapted fast. He made an instant impact, helping Basel win the Swiss Super League and catching the eyes of top European clubs. Then came a moment that changed everything. A Champions League match against Chelsea. Salah tormented the English giants, scoring and impressing so much that Chelsea signed him in 2014. It seemed like a dream move, playing under Jose Mourinho in one of the best leagues in the world. But dreams don't always go as planned. At Chelsea, Salah barely played. He was benched, overlooked, forgotten. His European dream was turning into a nightmare, and suddenly, the same question resurfaced. Could Mohamed Salah survive in Europe? Breakthrough in stardom. Mohamed Salah was at a crossroads. Chelsea wasn't giving him a chance. Some called him a flop. Others thought he would fade away like so many young talents before him. But Salah? He refused to let this be the end of his story. In 2015, he made a bold move, leaving Chelsea on loan to Fiorentina in Italy. And almost instantly, he revived his career. In Serie A, Salah found the one thing he was missing: playing time. His blistering pace, sharp dribbling, and lethal finishing tore through defences. Within months, he became one of Fiorentina's best players. Then came the next step, AS Roma. Salah joined them in 2016, and this is where everything changed. He wasn't just a promising player anymore, he was a superstar in the making. He scored 34 goals in 2 seasons, dominated Serie A, and proved he belonged at the highest level. His performances caught the attention of Liverpool. In 2017, Jurgen Klopp made a move, and Salah returned to the Premier League, this time on his own terms. But no one, not even his biggest fans, could have predicted what was about to happen next. Mohamed Salah wasn't just coming back to England, he was coming back to take over the world. Records and achievements. When Mohamed Salah arrived at Liverpool in 2017, fans were excited, but no one expected the absolute goal-scoring phenomenon he was about to become. In his first season, Salah shattered records. He scored 32 goals in the Premier League, breaking the record for the most goals in a 38-game season. He won the Golden Boot and was named PFA Player of the Year. But that was just the beginning. Liverpool, under Jurgen Klopp, were building something special. With Salah leading the attack, the team reached the Champions League final in 2018. But then, disaster. In a heartbreaking moment, Salah was injured by Sergio Ramos, forced off the pitch in tears. Liverpool lost, and many wondered if he'd get another chance. 1 year later, he answered in the best way possible. In the 2019 Champions League final, Salah scored a crucial penalty as Liverpool defeated Tottenham, bringing the trophy back to Anfield. He had conquered Europe. Since then, Salah has won multiple Golden Boots, a Premier League title, and even helped Egypt to the Africa Cup of Nations final. But beyond trophies, Salah has cemented his place in history as one of the greatest players of his generation. Legacy and future. Mohamed Salah isn't just a footballer, he's an icon. In Egypt, he's a national hero, inspiring millions of young players to chase their dreams. His impact goes far beyond the pitch. Salah has funded schools, hospitals and charities, giving back to the people who supported him from the start. He is a symbol of hope, dedication and hard work. But what truly sets him apart? His consistency. Year after year, Salah has proven that he's not a one-season wonder. He's one of the most complete forwards in football history. Fast, clinical, and a nightmare for defenders. He has rewritten the record books, becoming Liverpool's all-time top scorer in the Premier League and solidifying his place among the club's greatest ever players. At 31 years old, questions are starting to arise. What's next for Salah? Will he stay at Liverpool and continue breaking records? Will he take on a new challenge in another league? Or will he lead Egypt to international glory before hanging up his boots? One thing is certain, Mohamed Salah's story isn't over yet. Whether he's scoring goals, breaking records, or inspiring the next generation, his legacy is already written in football history. And the best part? He's still got more to give. This is the story of Mohamed Salah, from a small Egyptian village to global superstardom.